thankful that ZCare brought this to the community. I think it's so very important that people are talking about anxiety and depression.
I've struggled with anxiety like all my life, like, you know, just every single thing that those kids talked about, any age. You know, I've been in almost all those age groups. You know, I'm 19 now.
I thought tonight went really well. I thought we had a really good discussion during the panel, and I was just really impressed with Andy and everyone else that was on the panel. I thought everyone had really good points to make.
So far, coming to the Step Forward event, I've learned that it's really okay to have anxiety or have any mental disorder, and it's really normal, and that it's time to fix it mostly, and that like you shouldn't feel that like you're super different and that you like nobody's like there for you. Like there's always somebody there for you, and like to reach out to other people to tell them your problems, because it's really unhealthy not to talk about your problems to other people.
I'd say it's important to come to learn about yourself and learn that whatever you're going through, that it's okay to feel that way, and it's okay to ask for help.
You may be struggling at this point in time, like everyone around you has struggled at one point in their life, and whether it's more severe than others or not as severe, you shouldn't be ashamed to ask for help.
How do we move the needle on meaningful conversations in the home? Right? We knew we could hold a great conversation when we held a panel discussion for angst, which was always fantastic, but how do we get it outside of that room? Which is what Step Forward has been all about, is to provide some education, some material, some great conversations, some tools, some tips, some learnings, and allow them to take that conversation back to their home and let it spread.
There's overwhelming amount of resources in most communities, especially in the Bay Area for sure. They're here and they're eager to help kids, and they're looking for kids to help, and I think that's one of the stigmas, is like, oh, it's just therapy, or it's just your school counselor. The truth is there's even free nonprofit organizations that are in the community ready to help, and that's one of the biggest things about this event, is here's all these resources in this room, who literally, these people picked this career path because they wanted to be helpful people. And so for kids to know that, I think provides a different kind of hope for them.
Sometimes we get so involved in who we are that maybe you should go and say, how are you doing? What's going on in your life? Really, not like, well, I'm doing fine. But no, what's really happening, right? And share with one another our lives. I think sometimes we don't really listen to each other as much as we should.
So what do we know about anxiety? One is it's an adaptive and normal state. It's from an evolutionary perspective, very old. There are some slides I cut out of here based on a little worm, a little nematode. It's only 1 centimeter long, called C. elegans. And C. elegans, how would you put it? They've identified every gene in its genome, and they've identified every nerve in the body.
I've made so many changes to, my diet, to exercise, to sleeping, to, getting work done. And those were a lot of things, pretty much everything that bogged me down then. And so when you have those fundamental aspects of your life that are not in check, then that's going to prevent you from achieving from achieving your dreams, essentially.
This is my first time seeing the screening, and honestly, it's obviously only been like 30 minutes, but I feel like it could change my life.
Oh my gosh, thank you very much. This has just been an impact on just me alone, just meeting this family and realizing what they've gone through, and just knowing that so many people are here to support them, and that ZCares is something that will be here forever. It's not going away, and they'll always be here to help.
Anxiety is not something that should define you or stop you from living your life to the fullest. Even though sometimes it may feel like it's hard to get through, I promise you things do get better, and you're not alone. So keep standing up to anxiety, keep talking, and keep in mind that there are people that want to help. Zachary would be so proud to see people like you all being genuine, kind, and caring towards each other during this past weekend. He definitely would be so impressed by all those who worked in the workshops, because it is difficult sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone. I know that he would be so incredibly proud of the hard work that my parents put into this event as well as everyone that's been alongside us to help create this amazing experience. I hope you all learned something new this weekend and use the tools and skills you gained in your own lives. I hope that we could provide help to you and your loved ones. And finally, I hope that you all remember that it's okay not to be okay. You're not alone, you're loved, and you're cared about. And always remember to be more like Zachary. Open your minds and hearts more towards one another. Thank you all for staying around. We really do appreciate your generosity and support.